What's up, Brian Tong here, and welcome to Googlealicious for everything all around the world of Google. We didn't forget about you this week, and it's prime time for new phone season. It's all about the almost bezel-less phones before, that other fruit phone comes out. Now, the Xiaomi Mi Mix was really the first bezel-less phone from a major company back in November of last year, and they're back at it again with the sequel. It's the new Mi Mix 2. This time, it's a more compact 5.99-inch screen versus last year's 6.4. Its dimensions have also been set at 18 by 9, similar to the Note 8 and LG V30. Now, it rocks a Snapdragon 835 with 6 or 8 gigs of RAM. The high-end version will have 8 gigs of RAM with 128 gigs of storage space that comes with a ceramic body. And you know what? Ceramic is kind of a thing with phones right now. All right, the essential phone from the brains of Andy Rubin and company has been put to the test with your standard "let's drop this and see if it breaks" test. The findings: a very, very strong ceramic backing can take a damn good beating, and a screen that will break depending on how it drops and depending on the angle and height, like pretty much almost every other phone. The Essential phone is a great Android one with great hardware that really feels like a premium phone, and it should be because that's what it's competing against. You'll get over its camera notch at the top pretty quickly, but its biggest hit, a camera that gets you digital noise and pictures you really won't want to ever use in mediocre lighting, and it doesn't get better as lighting gets darker. Phones are our primary cameras, and anything below average just doesn't cut it anymore. And guess what? We have to talk about the Galaxy Note 8. We haven't that much because we've been on a break, but it's received glowing reviews across the board and has really established itself as the best Android phone on the market to date, with its amazing screen and stylus functionality that is unmatched. Unless you just hate TouchWiz, well, you know what? That's not going to change. And the next Android phone we're waiting for, the Pixel 2, there's really still no official announcement date from the Googs, but all signs point to October the 5th as being the big day. Now, we've shown you leaked images of the Pixel 2 and Pixel 2 XL in the wild in past episodes. Reports are pegging 64 gigs as a possible base storage option and 128 gig models with the removal of the headphone jack for the Pixel line. So guess what? What will their answer to the removal be? How about wireless headphones of their own, referenced as Beasto, that also run the Google Assistant? Sound familiar? Because everybody copies everybody. You have to accept this by now. References in the latest Google app refer to Beasto as a class of headphones, so it could mean more than one kind of model, with references to at least 2 different models with physical buttons existing. We'll find out how all this comes together in October. Okay, Google's Developer Days took place in Europe over the past week and showed off improvements in the Google Assistant with a translator feature. So you can say things like, "Okay, Google, be my Spanish translator," and anything you say after that will be translated into Spanish or other supported languages. Now, other improvements include an even faster assistant with better voice recognition that can understand you in noisier environments and understand context as well. So really cool stuff. I just love how this is probably the least sexy stuff to present, but gets the biggest reactions and is really the stuff we take for granted because it's already so good and still getting better. All right, that's it for this week. Just a quick show with a few updates. You can email me at googlealicious@cnet.com